Hi, folks, and welcome along to another Sonic Academy live show. Today I am joined by Chris, and also later on we will be having our amazing Techno Takeover course tutor, Mac Vaughan, joining us.
Correct. Mark Vaughan is on the line all the way from, I think, San Francisco. San Francisco. So, thank you very much, everyone, for taking part in the Techno Takeover. Some genuine, amazing remixes. The remix competition only closed about 12 hours ago. So we've spent all day, everyone, listening to techno in their respective studios and across the world going, do you like this track? Oh, this is a good one. What do you think of this? Again, really, really hard to choose. But I think we all kind of chose.
Yeah, we all chose
similar,
very similar winners. Yeah,
similar winners. So well done, everybody that came and dropped some brilliant remixes.
Yeah, the level of quality of all of them was phenomenal. So again, well done to everyone involved. I think there were excellent mixes throughout.
Totally. So I hope you all like the takeover. We certainly had a blast doing it. I just want to say hello to a few people on the chat. So we've got DJ Cool. Hello to you. We got Maddie. I'm going to butcher your name. Maddie Peckerin. Good luck. DJ Dogga, Bryce Walker, who had a brilliant track in. He gets mentioned. Pink Pamplemousse also had a track in. Dennis Kuntz. All welcome along. Deadly Custard. Hello and good evening. Really interesting couple of weeks. Some brilliant interviews. I hope you all caught the interviews last week. We had some incredible names. We had like the Cosmic Boys, Mary Vaunt, Bruce himself. We had Remind Me Phil, Weeba, and we had, who else can you remember? There's one other name. Oh, Mr. J Lumen. So big names.
Sorry, I'm just checking with Will that the stream's okay because I'm getting yellow bars.
You're getting yellow bars, okay. So can anybody on the chat just say the stream's okay? Because we've got poor stream health, apparently.
Yeah, my stream health, my personal stream health feels a bit low as well.
Yes, so it does. So our stream might have to go to the doctors. But look, thank you very much for joining us. Will saying it's all good. So join us on the chat. Bruce is here to reveal the winners. We're going to have a little bit of a chat with him about the state of techno. Right now. Let's bring him in. Let's say hello to the man himself, Mr. Bruce McVaughn.
Hey.
Hi, Bruce.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good. And yeah, I'm in San Francisco. Well, just outside of San Francisco. But yeah.
Sunny California, yay.
And
sunny California.
I always wondered about like living in, a exceptionally popular city like San Francisco. Is it extremely expensive to like own a house, rent a house?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure San Francisco's surpassed New York at this point in how expensive it is to live. But yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
I have friends being pushed out of the city.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, but it's good. But I mean, it's the best weather in the world, I think.
Better than the UK, which is freezing and raining all the time.
I'm afraid so.
It's coming into spring here, and outside it's currently windy and driving rain.
Yeah.
And it has been all day. So tell us about the techno scene in San Francisco and even sort of California on the seaboard. What's it like at the moment? Is it healthy? Is it unhealthy? Is there a bit of a resurgence?
Yeah, I've had a techno label now for a while, Fierce Animal Recordings. So I've been doing this for quite some time, and I think I wouldn't even necessarily call it a resurgence. I think that it's really growing. I think that the way that I've always seen techno in the United States and California, for that matter, is kind of comes in waves. And recently, I think it has become a little bit more, mainstream, and maybe to some people's, satisfaction, some people's dissatisfaction. A lot of people like the underground.
Yeah, we were talking a bit before, because myself and Phil, where we're from is quite what we would call as a techno town. For 30 years there was a massive techno scene here, and every major DJ, there was a big club here called Shine, and every major DJ wanted to play it, but it was hugely underground, hugely cool. But it's changed quite a lot, hasn't it? It's become sort of, the business techno has become slightly a dirty word, and there's lots of Instagram-y stuff going on. So can you tell me how it's changed for you?
You mean, yeah. So I would say that I think that here, I I think it's just like the different factions. You've got people that want to keep it underground. They don't want like melodies in their techno, and then you've got people that are like calling it techno, and I think at the business end of it, it's become a really big genre. I'd say maybe in some ways bigger than EDM, or maybe even the new EDM.
Wow,
You know?
that's and who are the big sort of players in America at the moment who would be playing the main stages on techno stages?
Yeah, so I think, the first names that jump out of my mind, American artist, Charles D, who's just recently been signed to Drum Code. Shout out to Charles D, who also was on Fierce Animals. Just want to point that out.
Yeah. Nice.
And then a guy by the name of Sam Wolf. He's been killing it. He got signed to Umex label 1605. I see him playing out quite a bit. And then, Marie Vaughn, who also just got signed to Drum Code. She's really making big waves. And I think that, there's just this new resurgence of artists, like the people I just mentioned, who are really kind of treading the way. They're like really leading the pack. We're seeing a lot more of like this peak hour sound really dominating the clubs and festivals here in the U.S.
But who would be the top DJs? Who would be the A-listers now in America? Would it be Adam Beyer and
I think Adam's still in there. We see Carl Cox. He's coming here this weekend. Carl Cox is still a big name here. Nicole Maudauber, she frequents San Francisco and the U.S. for that matter. Let's see who else. I think those are the names I can think of like off the top of my head. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
And where does sort of techno fit in the bill of those big festivals? Is it separated? If you're going to like Coachella or something like that, is there a techno stage type thing, or what way does it work?
I think you're still seeing like a techno stage.
Yeah.
You're seeing big techno stage. But they're the biggest. The techno rooms are the biggest rooms. The stages are the biggest. And I think, and this is just my opinion, the reason why is because there's this infusion, right? Like so. Techno maybe 15, 20 years ago did not sound like this. I even kind of hesitate calling, what I'm doing and what some of these other guys are doing, even Adam Beyer, like techno, because there's such an infusion of trance, side trance, and all these other genre blendings. Yeah. I mean, I think that's what's making it cool, though. Honestly, I think it's cool because of that.
Yeah, I know, because at one point, it was quite a few years ago, there was sort of a break off from the techno or the trance scene that was doing tech trance. But this feels like the other way around, where it's a break off from the techno scene doing trancey techno, if you know what I mean. But it's kind of a similar sound. It's got that techno beat with just sort of a bit more melody in it.
I started seeing this probably about 5 years ago when techno DJs were ending their sets with big trance records. Weren't they? They were. So it's kind of, you're right, Phil. It's been like this reverse where trance DJs started making harder stuff and sort of tread into techno, and this is techno DJs going, do you know what? I fancy playing a melody on my keyboard.
I don't mind having a wee breakdown. Yeah.
So
right.
Bruce, do you melodies in techno or not? Where do you sit? Where do you stand?
Yeah, well, in the course I added a melody. I have a love-hate relationship with melodies. Sometimes I find them quite cheesy, so I always try to do my melodies a little bit on the darker side. So at least I feel like I can justify wearing a black T-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't mind. I think it's cool. I like the melodies in the techno. I think it's maybe I'm getting older. It's my soft side. I'm like, okay, bring the melodies back.
Yeah.
I think also in the middle of an hour, 2 hour set or even longer, after 30 minutes of relentless non-melody, having one melody stand out, it can be like,
I remember a few years ago when Solomon sort of started, I suppose he's sort of the, more chilled out end of techno, but he started adding a lot more sort of trancey melodies, and everyone was like, are we supposed to like this? I'm not sure if we're allowed to like melodies and arps in our techno. Exactly. And then it just sort of seemed to take over everything.
There was one track last week we played, and there was quite the trancey sort of elements to it, and we were like going, we shouldn't like this, but when the two of us loved it, it was like, this is brilliant, this is fun, and this is putting a smile on our face, and you're going, but would a techno person feel all dirty and going in the club going, oh, I can't listen to that,
I think it goes back to that, like what I call techno purist. That's the word I'm looking for.
Absolutely, yeah.
And and I think you have them all over the world. Like I think that any city that has a flourishing techno scene is going to have techno purists. I know we have them here. I'm not going to give them a shout out. Sorry, guys. But yeah, they're like, no snares, no claps, no melodies. I mean, they're very like, this is, they have a very specific description of what they call techno. And, for all intents and purposes, in my mind, and maybe some people will give me flack for this, but it's all techno. Like, techno just means technology. So
Yeah.
its music is written with technology, and that's really what techno stood for.
Yeah, especially some of some of the super early stuff that was coming out of the States was extremely melody orientated.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was rewatching
Strings for Life, stuff like that.
That's what I was going to say. If you go back, we put out Kirk DeGiorgio track, who's an early techno pioneer guy, so he knew all the Detroit guys, and the early Detroit stuff was very melodic and Strings for Life, and they had riffs and they had so it was there. In if you listen to Detroit techno, you could certainly say there's melodies. They're dark, but there's definitely melodies, whereas the European stuff, the German stuff, maybe was less melodic. So I think on his course, his history of techno is quite interesting, about the sort of two countries making techno music essentially, but never meeting and making the same style of music was really interesting.
Yeah. I think one other thing I wanted to add before I forget is the other thing that I'm noticing recently, and I think it really was such perfect timing with this course is, and we called it fast baseline, but really this baseline is very reminiscent of psytrance, like the psytrance rolling bass lines. Mm-hmm. And in my mind, I used to work in a vinyl record store that imported trance and techno in the early 90s. That was the first time I heard rolling bass lines, was psytrance. That yeah, exactly that's it. I was like, you do the noise, not me. So to hear it come into techno with the melodies and stuff, I'm like, yeah, is this really techno?
Yeah.
No, I think definitely some of the remixes we were discussing today, and I think you said, Phil, one you really liked was kind of had trance vibes to it, So I think in the world we live today, there's lots of magpieing going on, where you're stealing a little bit from one, stealing a little bit from the other, and even artists like Fred again are stealing bits of trance and bits of hip hop and stuff, and it's all good, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's all about being creative.
It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Should we listen to some of our winners?
So will we start with third? We have a history, Bruce, I don't know if you know, of messing up, revealing the top three. Yeah, so we either reveal them all at once by accident, or we spell second and third wrong, and so we have a debate every time we do a live show how we're going to do the reveal. So Phil is going to play the track in reverse order, so we're going to start with third.
I'm going to just add as well onto this.
Right.
Let me see. Can I add a scene? Just because. Let's add that. See if this works. There we go. Is that better? And then we can.
I don't know.
We can bring this down here.
So we're still there.
There
Look
we
at
go.
that.
Look at that. Live on air.
So I suppose, do we want to do honorable mentions first, or we'll go with first, second, or third, second, first, and then do honorable mentions.
Okay.
If you're in the chat, if your track's coming up, please do say hello. Phil, I'm going to put you on the spot. Can anybody tell me the prizes for third? Isn't it like £50
store voucher, I believe? Yeah.
Yes. Yep. So
yeah, £50 store voucher for third. Second was, is it £100, and then a load of plugins. And then first is £500 on all the stuff, subscription.
All the plugins and a release.
Yes, and the release, of course.
So this is anybody on the chat recognize this yet? Anybody?
See if they recognize their own chat or track.
I really love that melody.
Yeah.
That little that pensive melody.
Mr. Ed C is in the chat. Congratulations, Ed. So Ed's Dead remix, and he's Ed C82. He's in the chat. Well done. We love this mix because it was a really good different take on the actual track. You took it in a different direction, and we really loved that. So well done.
That's brilliant. I love that melody right there.
Dark. It's got that sort of dark, scary vibe to it, but it's sort of.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. That bass, listen to that bass.
So I would almost venture to say there's almost like a synthwave. There's almost like a
Yes.
just a hint of synthwave.
Yeah.
Just a hint of it.
Those 80s drums fills and stuff. Really
I
good.
love it.
Yeah, it's class.
Like the bass line would remind me of "Come on, dance with me, move your body."
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
Age of Love, isn't it?
Yeah, Age of Love.
No, kick sounds great.
It does. It all sits nicely. And I love your snares are slightly loud, but they're really that sort of snare fill really just pokes out for me. I really loved it. Now, is Ed going to go for some big trance melodies here, or is he going to keep it dark?
Oh, it's got to be the trance melodies.
Going to be the trance melodies?
I don't know. It is kind of already trancey though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was dope.
Yeah, excellent.
Love that.
Excellent track. Very well,
Well
done.
done.
Yeah.
Well done. So, that's third place out of the way.
We go for second.
Will we go for second? So, if this is your track and you're in the chat, please pop up and say hello. Again, another really tight banging mix that we really loved. Lots of great air candy going on. This could be our most successful reveal yet, Phil.
Yeah.
Doing good. Doing good.
Haven't ruined it yet.
Yeah, we'll ruin it sometime. So this track wins a £100 store voucher, Anna 2, Kick 2, and the new techno presets for Anna 2.
Have we got someone in the chat yet?
Have we anybody that recognizes this? I think I saw him earlier on. in the chat.
Yeah, I really like this just because of all the incidentals. I thought they were lovely, big atmospheres and all that stuff was excellent in this.
There's
Great
Stefan has said hi. Well done, Stefan. This is the Melbourne Anti-Gravity Animals mix by Stefan30. Love that. Nice. Some nice big dirty sounds
Yeah,
going on there.
it's going to sound great in a club.
I like those big LFO swells. They're great.
Yeah.
They really work.
Sweat in my shirt. Free for one night. Just free.
Yeah, it's great. Just rolls along. You can just imagine yourself in the club, just really drilling down to this. Like,
And it's got those big epic vibes as well.
Yeah.
You can just, make it work well.
I like the vocal he brought in too. It's cool.
Just free.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's a bit of a melody there, but it's quite subtle, quite sort of staccatoed and not too in your face.
Yeah, this will bang in the club. Absolutely.
I'm happy with that. Well done. Stefan, where are you from? And how long have you been producing?
Free.
Knows how to work a breakdown.
You gonna turn it up? You gonna turn it up?
We're the ones we've been waiting for. Free.
There we go.
There you go. Well done.
Another slice of techno delights. Yeah, great
Austria,
track.
nice.
That just it's like a pile driver, isn't it? Just keeps going and going. I love it.
Well done.
Excellent.
Well
Yeah,
done.
very good.
So, Stefan will be in touch this week to get your prizes sorted. Well done. Thank you for joining in and uploading your track. Brilliant. Well done.
Cool.
Okay.
We go for the big one. Everyone ready?
Everyone ready?
Everyone listening intently. See if it's their track. And in first place,
sure.
we have
I'm not sure if first place is in the chat. I haven't seen him yet.
no.
So, if this is your track and you're in the chat, please say hello. This is the winner. So, you win £500 cash, Anna 2, Kick 2, and Techno presets for Anna 2.
Amazing. Congrats.
This just was solid, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Love that kick. That kick is
Yeah.
so good. Yeah, that groove right there is so like solid. Are they here to accept the reward? The award?
We
I
don't
don't
know. We
know.
don't know. We're waiting to see. Can't see anyone yet.
I haven't seen them, unfortunately.
Already turning into a rock star.
Yeah. Too cool for school. Maybe they didn't get. Maybe they didn't get the email. They're maybe not signed up on the list.
Maybe they've sent somebody on their behalf.
Oh, that's so dope. That's so good.
Yeah, I would like to find out where he got all the wee samples and sounds from.
Yeah, me too.
Some really, really good ones in this.
Oh,
Yeah, that's great.
listen to that. That is just that FME stuff. Brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Nine Bloom, where are you? That melody is really good.
Yeah, it's nice when it comes up.
Yeah, someone commented on the call and answer, exactly. Yeah, the call and answer is really, really good.
Yeah.
So the winner is the 9 Bloom remix by the user MK9. If anybody out there in YouTube land knows MK9, come get on the chat. Come on, say hello.
This bit's just brilliant. It's just gonna melt the club like. Oh yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay. It got it.
Oh, that's huge. That's so big, that sound.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So, audio's starting to glitch a bit, mister?
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Okay.
So, while you're sorting that out,
Let's try that. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
it broke the stream. Broke the stream.
completely broke the stream. Yeah. Oh, the
The
track.
remix
Yeah,
is
the
too
track.
good.
The track.
Yeah, the track.
Yeah, the track's completely broke it. It's just too hardcore.
we should be all back now.
Yeah, it should be fine now. Better, yeah, all good. That's us then.
good.
Back for.
Yeah, so,
I wish they were here. I'd love to hear how they did those sounds.
I know, totally. Where are they from? Is it FM8 or something, or have you got
Phil,
have you got his email? Email him now.
I got his email.
Email him now and go. You won. Get on the chat. He's
A majestic pillow, you've arrived too late, so you have. I'd like to give special shout out to other tracks that very, very, very nearly made it. Bryce, your track was amazing.
Yeah.
We all loved it. DJ Sonair, your track was brilliant. We were all voting for it. And
there was loads. There was so many.
DJ Kev, another really strong track.
Yep.
They were all brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was genuinely really hard to pick this one because there was so much good stuff.
So Phil,
Yes.
now we've revealed the top three. Should we spend just 5 minutes talking about some new?
Oh, you want to see stuff?
Yes.
Let's see some stuff. Okay, so do we have a fixed release date for this yet?
The next day or two. I think this week.
I think this week. Is this going out this week? Okay, cool.
I think it's going out this week. So I don't know if you know, Bruce. I think I have sent you. This is our lads, our brand new plugin that we.
Yeah, I got it. I just got it installed. I've been goofing off with it. Great.
So, this is it.
Yes. SA76. It's
Very sexy.
our interpretation of the 1176 compressor.
Yeah, look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
With some new added features that the original obviously doesn't have. We've got a width control, so if you're doing that sort of New York parallel compression thing and you want to really drive the center of your stuff, you can turn the width down and smash the compressor and get some stuff going on there. We've got a high pass filter that high passes the sidechain input, so if you've got a really massive kick and you just want to sort of compress the top end, you can do that. A drive control, so the drive is modeled off the original transistors and what was it, the transformer section. It's got the sort of that original vibe to it, but you can dial it back if you don't want any, and then you can absolutely smash it. And it was Kirk, wasn't it, was saying that he was using it on 303s and it sounded absolutely immense.
Yeah, absolutely immense. Kirk has had one of these originals for 20 years, and he said, "Look, it's brilliant. You've absolutely nailed it." A couple of other DJs and producers who will be in our testimonials, we've ditched this compressor and we're using this. It is super fantastic on drums because of its really fast attack.
Yeah.
So it gets really punchy drums. It's also very good on vocals for leveling. It's originally a leveling compressor.
Yeah. And what's the best part, Chris?
The best part is it is £199.
No,
Oh,
no, hold on, wait, no, that's.
Hold on, don't cut this in. If you subscribe to Sonic Academy, it is free.
Yay!
Yeah, there it is.
How about that? So all subscribers, if you're currently have got a subscription, you will get SA76 free. If you don't want to subscribe to Sonic Academy, you can still buy it and keep it forever. And we're doing it at a super, super, super low price.
Yeah.
We're not like other companies out there, so we try and do things cheap. So yeah, if you subscribe, this week, by the end of this week, you will have this awesome compressor to play with.
You can put it all over your techno loops.
Techno
very
lips, yeah. So how about that?
There we
So,
go.
A little something for subscribers on Sonic Academy. So thank you. So, Bruce, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, can I just say thank you to everyone who participated. The remixes were amazing. I looked, there were 21 submissions. I went through them all, and I'm just flattered and over the moon to have had so many people take part and listen to the course. So I just want to say thank you. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, please find me and come follow me. And my record label, Fierce Animal Recordings.
Yes,
I like the
there we
plug. I
go.
like
Get
the
the plug in there.
A
Nice.
true pro to the end. Guys, thank you so much. Again, myself, Phil, and all the team, Brian and Will and Tech Light in the background, we're blown away by the remixes. Again, you get astounded by the quality, and we'd love to be producing as good as some of you guys out there. As I say, it looks really high quality entries. We have a next takeover. We're planning the next one hopefully in June. We've got it underway. We're starting to develop it and getting all the materials and stuff ready for it. So hopefully more news on that soon.
Yep, and in the meantime, we'll still have plenty of other bits and pieces to keep you interested in making some cool tracks.
So we've got some loads of new Kick 2 preset packs coming. Some really, really cool Anna 2 preset packs coming.
Yes, indeed.
I want them.
You want
those?
Yeah. And we have a load more plugins coming.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. We're going to get busy over the next few months. So,
cool. Is that it? Will I run the outro? I'll run the.
You run that. I just want to say quickly, thanks to everyone in the chat, to Chris Wilson, Deadly Custard, hello Deadly Custard, Majestic Pillow. Wow, you were late. I sent out emails ages ago. Bryce Walker, thank you. Pink Pamplemousse again, thank you. Ambedo, hello, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And
ask him what the style of the next takeover will be. It'll be trance, won't it?
It will be trance.
We don't know whether we'll go. I think we're going to maybe do a couple of. Are we doing 2 courses? Maybe.
Yeah, we're going to do 2 courses. The one following that, because we had a poll last week. Here's the funny thing. So we had a poll of house, tech house, lo-fi, and something else, and you all voted for the poll. And we forgot to look at the poll at the end of the show.
It was Tech House. No, it was I saw it at the end. It was like 43% Tech House. So it'll be trance next with probably an Angina type one, and then maybe a 138 sort of course.
Yeah.
And then that'll be all in one event, and then the event after that will be doing Tech House. So we'll figure that out. So yeah.
So
also, I'd like to say very big thanks to Mac for doing the course and coming on the show. Thank you very much for joining us and picking the winner. It was great.
Yeah, awesome.
All right.
Cool.
So, all right, guys.
Thanks.
See you all soon.
Catch you
Bye-bye.
later. Bye.